Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle for Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat. It is prediction time. The fight I want to talk to you guys about takes place Saturday the 25th of September. It is for the Unified Heavyweight Championship and it is between the champion Anthony Joshua, who is 24-1, and he takes on undefeated challenger Oleksandr Usyk, who is 18-0. Guys, first of all, just want to say thank you so much for coming back and tuning into another video. As always in these videos, I will give you a background into both guys. I will give you my keys to victory, and finally, I will give you my prediction. Okay, so let's start off with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is 24-1. He's got a really good resume, done almost everything right in his career so far. He's got the blip to Andy Ruiz. Aside from that, going back and correcting it with a great performance in Saudi Arabia, he looks as though he's grown as a fighter. Every time that we see him, he's developed better boxing ability than he had at the beginning of his career. He's coming off of that 9th round stoppage of Pulev, which I thought was a very, very good underrated victory. Pulev is a handful for anyone, and I truly believe even at this stage in his career, he would be a handful for Tyson Fury and even a Deontay Wilder. Beforehand, he's got the revenge victory over Andy Ruiz, as I touch pointed on there. And, you know, he's got some really good names on the record, like Dillian Whyte, Vladimir Klitschko, and I'm looking forward to seeing him back out on Saturday the 25th. He takes on Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk, 18-0, done everything in his career very well so far. Undisputed cruiserweight champion, moved up to heavyweight 2 fights ago, got a good 7th round stoppage win over Chaz Witherspoon. Last fight, he tested himself against a very, very tough and rugged heavyweight in Derek Chisora. And, you know, if you look through Oleksandr Usyk's resume, it's one of the best in boxing. Maris Briedis, Marco Huck, the list continues at cruiserweight of the people that he's beat, including Tony Bellew. So again, yeah, really looking forward to seeing Oleksandr Usyk back out in action too. If I can move on to keys to victory for Anthony Joshua, I believe Anthony Joshua needs to throw a hard 1-2 right down the middle and use his physical size on Oleksandr Usyk. That's not something that we see AJ do very often. He likes to keep boxing neat with crisp punches. I think that he's going to need to make Usyk feel the size difference in this fight. And the way that he does that is to work inside with sharp uppercuts, lean on top of Usyk and make him feel the pace. Key to victory for Oleksandr Usyk. I think Oleksandr Usyk needs to box at close angles around Joshua, but not close enough to let him impose his physical size. More like throw nice 1-2 inside, roll under, throw an uppercut, move to the side of Joshua, try and get Joshua moving and, you know, really uncomfortable, totally different to what he's used to, whereas he'll be thinking heavyweights will stand off him, they'll get in close every now and again, and then it becomes a clinch. So for me, Oleksandr Usyk needs to box close range and change the angles. Prediction. Wow. It's one of the toughest ones I've ever had to predict for a number of reasons. Anthony Joshua is younger, stronger, hits harder, is more experienced at heavyweight. Oleksandr Usyk, he's fought big guys. He's fought Joe Joyce in the World Series of Boxing, which is very similar to pro. His resume shows that he is an unbelievably talented fighter. He only lost 15 times in nearly, 350 amateur fights. I've got to go with a prediction, and it may shock a lot of people, but I think Oleksandr Usyk is going to be too smart for Anthony Joshua. I have looked and thought about this long and hard. The points win over people like Briedis, it was close. The points win over Chisora, it was close. But I think a fighter like Joshua, if he can avoid his power someone like Joshua suits Usyk more, because Chisora was very constant, Breedis constant. Anthony Joshua is not constant pressure, and I believe that Usyk can think and fox his way around the ring and potentially even stop Anthony Joshua. One thing that worries me is Usyk is going to need to be at his very, very best. He is now 34, so it's very, very tough to know what Usyk is going to show up on the night. But I have to go with my gut instinct, and it tells me that Usyk is just going to be too clever. So my prediction, Saturday the 25th of September, is Oleksandr Usyk to beat Anthony Joshua and become the unified heavyweight champion of the world. Guys, Greg Doyle, 8 Sleep Boxing Repeat. Check out all of our social platforms. Please subscribe down below, and I'll be back to speak to you guys again soon. Take care. Thank you.